Good morning. So I am in my car right now, as you can see. I wanted to make a video, which is usually it's uncomfortable for me. When I have Corey with me, I feel a little bit better because he is a good distraction. But anyways, just got done a school drop off and wearing my pajamas because I am that mom who sometimes drops her kids off in pajamas. Anyways, I wanted to talk about something. I came across a quote by who I always share quotes by, Bob Goff, and it really it hit me home. I really liked it a lot, and I'll share it after this. But basically, it just says something along the lines of, what if our purpose in life isn't to trying to find that big purpose in life, and it's just to, look around and love and be with the people who are right in front of you. And I was like, I really liked it a lot. And I just, I thought it was really good because I feel like, especially like in today's society with social media and stuff, it is like, it's a competition all the time. And that was my big thing for wanting to start this page, is like, I feel like it's so easy to get on Instagram and Facebook sometimes and feel super inadequate, or like you have to be doing something so big and you kind of lose sight of what's right in front of you sometimes. So, for example, Corey and I were trying to do all these pursuits, and we're not doing it to, get famous or anything like that. It's more of like an accountability thing. But, we're trying to pay off debt. We're trying to be good spouses to each other. We're trying to be good parents. And honestly, sometimes that getting on social media, it's like, oh, we need to be doing more. We need to be doing more. And that's just like not true. It's not true at all. It's fake. And at the end of the day, if at the end of 10 years, all we did is get out of debt and be better spouses to each other and be better parents to our kids and raise kids that are good human beings, then that's enough. If that's what God has called us to do, then that's what we're supposed to be here to do. I just feel like sometimes we get on these things where we see people who are doing all of this stuff and they're trying to get big and they're trying to grow their stuff, and it's like, is that like, we all aren't called to do that. You don't have to do that. And those of us who don't want to do it, or feel like we're being called to just be in community and maybe make our hometown better, or maybe just make our household better, it feels like that's not enough sometimes. And I just completely disagree with that. I feel like that is enough. I don't know, maybe this isn't coming off very clear, but I felt like I wanted to come on here and say that, because I feel like you have to start with just being a good person and just paying off, getting out of debt and being a good parent. Because if you aren't those things, if you have a terrible marriage and your kids are out of control and your finances are out of control, then what qualifies you to be anything more than that? And I feel like sometimes people just want to skip the mundane because it's mundane, and I feel like that is a fundamental building block, foundation. I don't know, it's the foundation to being more than that. So I know, Corey and I, we don't post as much as normal people on Instagram or people who blog recommend posting. But honestly, I started to feel stressed out about it, and I started to feel like guilty for it, because I want to blog, and I feel like I get lost in the minutia of everything if I'm not doing it every day. But then I realized, it's taking, stressing out over that, it's taking away from my pursuit to be a better mom, my pursuit to be a better wife. If I feel like I have to constantly, write, which writing for me is like a therapy. If I I feel like I have to constantly write. It's not a therapy, it's a stressor, and it's making me a less present wife, a less present mom, and it completely defeats my purpose just because I'm trying to keep up with everybody else that writes. So, yeah, I don't know. We aren't on here all the time. We are inconsistent, and you know what? I'm okay with that because Instagram is not my priority. Getting a huge following, not my priority. Making money, making money blogging, it's not really my priority. My priority is to use my blog as an outlet and maybe an outreach to other people who are trying to do the same mundane things, who are trying to just be better people in general. And that's really all I, feel called to do right now. And I'm going to be okay with that. I'm not going to feel bad about that. So I just want to, I'll leave the quote, but I just want to leave you guys with saying, don't feel bad, because I think social media makes people feel bad sometimes. And I feel like sometimes your purpose, people overlook their purposes because they're looking to match their purpose with someone else's purpose, and that's silly. We aren't all here for the same thing. We aren't all here to speak to the masses. We aren't all here to be stay-at-home parents. It's all different. So stop comparing yourself. Go with what you are convicted to do right now, and don't apologize for that, and don't feel bad about it, and don't feel like you're not enough. Nobody's enough. Stop trying to keep up with everybody around you, and stop living on social media. Go out and live your life, and you will find your purpose when you're living your life.